How do you deal with a job you hate? This is a very common thing that a lot of people are going through right now. A lot of people hate their jobs. That's the reality that most people are living. And there's two types of advice on the internet. One is look at me in my Lambo, buy my course, and I'll tell you how to escape the rat race. And then the other advice is, well, that's life. You're doomed. You have to hate your life and your job. That's just what being an adult is. And you're going to have to do that for the rest of your life and save up for retirement. And eventually you get to be free when you're old and crippled. So just pay bills, keep your mouth shut, and then die. That's what people are telling other people to do. I disagree. I completely disagree. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fake gurus. We're going to talk about the fact that there's a lot of doom and gloom out there saying, hey, just put your head down, pay your taxes, pay your bills, and then die. And I really disagree with that. But I also hate the fact that there's so many fake gurus out there that are just trying to sell you a course. And there's nothing wrong with someone selling a product or service. Nothing wrong with that. But they don't give a fuck about you. And you know that. That's why a lot of people are immune to all the bullshit, fake gurus and the Lambos, because over 95% of them are full of shit. Not 100%, but over 95%. And unfortunately, not everybody's immune to the flashiness, the Lambos, the marketers, and the influencers and big-time celebrities that are scamming people. They're scamming their audience because they don't care about you. They just care about their pockets. Let me know if you guys can relate to the struggle of working a 9-to-5 job you hate. And let me know if you guys feel stuck, because a lot of people are feeling this way. And I read this comment, and it says, this is something that I've struggled with since I got my very first job. I hate it. I hate every job I get. When I get to a place of hating my job, naturally, the option of changing jobs arises. I do that and then hate my new job. I think it's tempting to say that I should change fields or find a job that I love doing. The trouble is, I live in a small town where opportunities are scarce. I think I have the best job I could reasonably get in the short to medium term. I know that I'll also inevitably end up hating my new job. So while I'm stuck doing a job that I dislike and knowing that I dislike any job I get, how do you deal with anguish of hating 8 hours of your day 5 days a week? I want to know your opinion, but I'm also going to give you my opinion, and it's not the popular opinion, because to be honest, if I wanted to get a bunch of views guaranteed, I would complain, okay? Let me just start off by saying that I am not a doom and gloom channel. If I wanted to get a lot of views, because that's super trendy, is to just complain and say that everything sucks. I've seen so many brand new YouTubers that are getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views. I'm talking about 50, 100,000, 200,000 saying that everything sucks. And I don't subscribe to that. And I want to keep it real, okay? I want to keep it real. I'm getting like less than 5 views on most of my videos. I'm a brand new YouTuber. I have gone through a lot. I have made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, made a lot of mistakes. And my goal is to just have an authentic, genuine relationship with my audience. I do not want to be on either side of doom and gloom. And I also don't want to be that fake ass guru telling you that everything is sunshine and rainbows, just trying to sell you a course. I want to provide some genuine, real value and have real conversations. So, by the way, if you guys appreciate that, please like, comment, and subscribe. And then we're going to talk about this. And I know that I can genuinely give you some value, because I know what it's like to be completely broke in a room, in a tiny little room the size of a walk-in closet, living in my parents' house in my early 20s. I was completely broke. So I'm not Mr. Guru. I'm just a regular guy. But I can tell you this, I have helped people make over 10K per month. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, there he is trying to sell me something. But no, this is reality. There's a lot of people straight out of high school making way more than $10,000 a month. No school degree, no experience, no bullshit. You don't have to get yourself into student debt. And that's something I also don't agree with, is go to school, get into debt, get a career, a nice, safe job. It's all bullshit. So you're supposed to get yourself into debt, get a safe career, a 9-to-5 job, and pay off your debt, pay your taxes, pay bills, and eventually die. Whether it's just working a regular 9 to 5 job or getting a career job from going to school, either way, that's not something I want to be a part of. It's all part of the system. I disagree with it. And a lot of people that are going to school for 20 years, 12 plus 8, according to my math, I didn't go to college, but 12 plus 8 is 20. A lot of people are doing that and they only have a 50% chance of finding a job. Look at the numbers. Google it, research it. It's a scam. School's a scam. Getting $100, $200, $300,000 into student debt for a 50-50 chance of maybe finding a job in that career that you chose. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I can't believe there's so many students that are defending the school system. Sheeple, NPCs. It's crazy to me. You know, there's this beautiful quote. It's easier to fool somebody than to convince them they've been fooled. And people are fooled and they defend the system. They defend the government. Look at what happened in 2020. It's crazy to me. But anyways, we're not going to dive deep into that rabbit hole. I've already gotten in trouble before, so that's why I'm starting brand new on this YouTube channel, because my other channel got suspended for 4 months and got a strike, so I decided to start over. But anyways, the whole point is this. We're going to keep it real. Somebody did reply to the comment, and he said, I say this a lot, but for a couple of decades, young people have been told, find your passion or work a job you love. This isn't reality. Sure, there are some people that get the perfect job, but for the vast majority of all of us, work is work and it sucks. Then you go home and engage in some hobbies and try to make life fun. This guy makes me want to... Anyways, the hype that you see on social media doesn't help. I started XYZ business and it doesn't feel like work is all sunshine and rainbows. Everything's perfect while standing in front of a fancy car or two. The reality is that, once again, both are being highlighted, right? The doom and gloom and the guy showing some fancy cars saying that everything is sunshine and rainbows when in reality it's not. And I can tell you for a fact, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I know a lot of entrepreneurs. I myself am an entrepreneur, and everybody goes through something. Everybody goes through struggles. You know, one of my favorite mentors said, it rains on the rich and it rains on the poor and it rains on everyone in between. And guess what, man? When it rains, it pours sometimes. Life happens. Life happens. So I'm actually going through some struggles myself, and we'll talk more about that some other time, but let's break this down. So here's the reality, and I've seen so many videos talking about this and a lot of comments on Reddit and, you know, Instagram posts, YouTube comments, all kinds of negativity out there. And there's a lot of misinformation too, once again, on both sides, but I'm going to give you the reality, whether you like it or not. And by the way, here's how I think. Math is math. 2 + 2 = 4, right? There's only 2 genders, right? Like, you should know that. I can't believe I have to say that. But the fact is this, we're going to keep it real. And whether you like it or not, I don't care, because you cannot disagree with the math. What I'm saying is fucking real. There's no denying it. So here's the reality based on factual information, okay? I want you to think logically, because, you know, it's easy to take the blue pill, right? It's easy to take the blue pill and think about things that help you sleep at night. And sometimes, unfortunately, that blue pill is negativity. But what is blue pill, right? It's not attached to reality, right? That's what blue pill is fantasy. It's a fugazi. It doesn't exist. So when people say that, oh, everything is doom and gloom and you can't escape the rat race, well, guess what? Over 80% of millionaires are self-made millionaires, and these numbers are growing. There's so much opportunity out there. Over 50 million millionaires in the world. Okay, nearly 60, all right? Nearly 60, and about 50 of them right now are self-made. So think about that. These are numbers. You cannot argue with it. Oh, but that's only like the top 1%. Yeah, why not you? Why not you, right? I can tell you factually that there's so much opportunity, and we've never had more opportunity before in the history of humankind. So when people say that they cannot escape the rat race, you know, and everything is doom and gloom, what they're doing is they're basically protecting their ego, right? That's what's really happening. I'm very much into psychology. I have done a lot of research. Trust me, I'm a nerd when it comes to this. And the reason why people are lying to themselves and saying that they can't do anything, they cannot change their lives and everything is doom and gloom, it's because it helps them to basically reject any possible, what is the word I'm looking for? Any possibility of responsibility, actually. That's the word I'm looking for. They are rejecting responsibility. Like, I have zero control over what happens. And the truth is, that's actually pretty accurate. You have no control over what happens, but you do have control over how you react to what happens. And that means that you do have control ultimately based on how you react to life, based on how you think and how you act and how you respond to when it rains. Trust me, you can do anything you set your mind to, and this is proven again and again and again. You know, there's so many millionaires out there that have lost millions and they gain it right back. And once again, it's up to you. Like, there are very unfortunate things that happen in life, but how you react to it is what matters. So once again, a lot of people don't want to hear positivity. They don't. It's like I said, if I wanted to get a bunch of views, I would just cry and just say that there's no hope out there, and there's a bunch of people that are ready to say, yeah, you're right, man, there's nothing we can do about anything. And that's not true, man. That's not true. So I want to spread some positivity and at the same time do it in a way that is realistic, right? Like, we're being real, because you can't think that it's all sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. So red pill's reality, and that's what it really means. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what red pill means, but red pill is reality, okay? That's what it means. If you watch the movie, can't believe how many people don't even know what red pill means. But being attached to reality, for example, math, right? Like, knowing what it is and what it isn't, and being attached to that reality, and based on that, fixing your reality, it's completely possible. And not only possible, it's doable. It's proven. It's already done. It's being done right now as we speak. There are people that, while we're having this conversation, there are people that are completely transforming their mindset, transforming their lives. There are people that have less money than you, and they're going to be rich within the next year, within the next few months. That is a mathematical fact, and it's not luck. It's not luck, okay? So why is it that some people out there that have less money than you, that are in more debt than you, that are uglier than you, that have less connections than you, less opportunities than you, less everything than you, why is it that there are people like that that are going to be successful and not you? The only difference is mindset. The only difference is how you think. And you have to change how you think in order to change your reality. I hope this is making sense to you, but it's undeniable. Like, when you think about what I'm saying right now, there's no argument. There's no way to deny that this is reality. These are the facts. And look, as I mentioned, I happen to know a lot of very wealthy people, and I can tell you, and you could look this up. I mean, you can Google it. Like, the information is out there. I can tell you that there's so many entrepreneurs, pretty much most of them, they lost everything, okay? They lost everything. And once again, I'm going through some freaking struggles right now. I could easily flex and say all kinds of things that are not true, trying to sell you a course, but I'm not going to be that guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be documenting my story. I'm going through some crazy shit that you wouldn't believe. And why am I feeling good right now? Why am I smiling? Because I know what I'm telling you right now, that's the truth. It's all about your mindset, and I'm going to gain everything back and much more. I had some very painful experiences, some very painful mistakes that I made, some things that I had to learn. And, I'm bouncing back. I'm going to talk more about that in another episode, but trust me, I am going through it. And whatever you're going through, you're not alone. I mean, a lot of people are struggling, but it's okay to be wounded. It's okay to be wounded. It's not okay to be weak. What do I mean by that? It's okay to be wounded. It's okay to be in pain. But to be weak is to give up. And I do not subscribe to that. And I hope that you don't either. Do not ever give up. I know that this is real. Like, I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from every successful person that I've met. You can do anything you set your mind to. You really can, okay? Um, and there's just things that you have to learn, okay? There's things that you have to learn about life. And when you learn these things, when you learn from your mistakes, and by the way, part of it is making mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to try and fail forward. Failure is part of the process. When you learn some concepts in life and you live in a certain way, success becomes inevitable. So the only way that you will not be successful if you have the right mindset is if God takes you out. That's it. The plug is pulled, right? If you die, you're done. Game over. If you have no health, and I hope that you do, but if you're healthy, then you're great. But if you don't have health, then there's nothing you can do about that. Like, right? Like if you're on the verge of dying, then in that case, that affects your reality, right? But as long as you're healthy, and so many of us are healthy, right? And alive, we're alive. If you're healthy and you're alive and you do not like your job, you don't like your reality, you can change it. You can change it. We have so much to be grateful for. And that's one of the things is by becoming grateful, you start to see things differently. You start to see opportunities. First, you have to be grateful for what you have. And trust me, I know, I know what it's like to forget to be grateful, right? I'm not perfect. And when you're going through painful experiences, you forget to be grateful. It's difficult to be grateful when you're going through something horrible, right? And your mind focuses only on the negative. But you cannot be grateful and sad at the same time. So there's a hack, and it's a billionaire hack. I'm telling you, very successful people, pretty much everyone that is extremely successful, they know this. You have to be grateful. And when you're grateful, you're able to let go of your anger, your sadness, and whatever negative things are happening in your life. Once again, it rains on all of us, okay? So I hope this helps. And here's what I'm going to do for you if you have made it all the way to this part of the video. Holy crap, that's amazing, because most people don't have the attention span to do that. But since you're here right now, what I want to do is this. I want to support you on your journey, okay? Right now, I have a link in the description below. It's completely free. I'm going to keep it real, okay? It's completely free, and I want to give you some value, answer some questions for you, okay? Because the thing is that a lot of people are wanting to learn from a video, but it's not the same as being able to ask questions based on your current reality, right? Like maybe somebody wants to leave their job, but their concern is that they have kids and they have bills to pay or whatever it is. Some people don't have kids. Some people everyone is in a different situation. I remember that earlier in that comment, the guy was saying that he's in a small town, and I don't know what his situation is. Does he have kids? Why isn't he leaving that small town? Is he just stuck in the comfort zone? Maybe there's something that I can tell you based on your situation where it's going to become very clear to you on what you should do, because somebody did that for me. Somebody did that for me, and he did it for me today. It was someone that is a mentor to me, someone that I met who's an amazing person, and he told me some things that I needed to hear. I really, really needed to get some clarity, and I hope I'm able to do that for you. So it's a free link. Once again, no credit card, no bullshit. Let me answer some questions for you. And what I do ask in return is for you to Like, comment, subscribe, and support me on my journey, and I will support you in yours. I will not be able to always do this. I can't just spend time with the whole world one-on-one because time is limited. But right now, I am doing that, and I'm doing it for free. So if any of this resonates with you, and if there's still any hope left, okay, if you have some hope that you can, and I know that you can, but if you have some hope that you can escape the 9 to 5 job, then let's talk about it, okay? If you have some hope, if you haven't given up, then let's talk about it, because a lot of people are giving up right now, and they have submitted to the system, submitted to just working a 9 to 5 job they hate, and that's what it is, and they're just on survival mode as opposed to on living mode, on thriving mode. You know, it's not fair for the whole world to tell a young person 17, 18, 19 years old, like, hey, here's what you're going to do with the rest of your life, and you're done, and you have to comply with the system. It's not right, because it's so funny, isn't it? We tell children you can do anything you set your mind to, but as soon as you turn 17, 18, then all of a sudden it's like, forget about your dreams. You have to be responsible, and you have to just be a slave to the system, just like everybody else. I do not subscribe to that, and I know that it doesn't have to be that way. And yes, a lot of people are suffering, and I hate to say this, but a lot of people are suffering by choice. There is a choice to be made, okay? There's a choice to be made. You can just stay stuck in your comfort zone, or you can do something about it. And I'm telling you, you have so much to be grateful for. As long as you're alive and you're healthy, then make it happen, man. Make it happen. I mean, trust me, you are stronger. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for, and smarter than you give yourself credit for. And you don't know how strong you are till being strong is your only choice. So anyways, long story short, let me help you. I left that link. Click on it now. And, hopefully I'm able to give you something that helps you. Okay? It's free.